What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Rome back with another video today. Today I'm going to be doing a in-between haircuts self-cut taper tutorial. I just got my haircut last Saturday. Today's Thursday, so I'm going to show you guys how I touch up myself to make sure I still look good in between cuts. I'm going to get into the equipment that I use. I'm going to give you the tutorial, give you sped up a little bit so you don't have to sit and watch the whole thing. And then at the end, I'm going to show you my final results. And by the way, all products that I mentioned in this video will be linked below in my Amazon storefront. So make sure to check those out at the end of the video. And without waiting any further, let's jump right into it. So I'm just going to start off by giving you a broad overview of all the clippers and trimmers that I use. Starting off with this Andis clipper, probably one of the highest quality clippers that are used in the industry by professional barbers. So Andis is definitely a perfect way to go. I also have the Andis Trimmer here. So these two are kind of like my first two clippers that I bought to cut my hair at home. But I noticed that the T trimmers from Andis were kind of hard to cut myself. So I switched to these Supreme trimmers. I don't know if you can see the difference, but this one is angled a little bit more. That kind of help you like get the perfect lineup. So I use this one more instead of the Andis. But those are the clippers. Then I got the Norelco OneBlade. This is like I use this after cuts to kind of like clean up the edges. It helps remove all the excess hair that was left over that the trimmers and clippers didn't get. So this is definitely something I think that every guy should have. I use it to like clean up like my neck, my hair on my arms, like just remove any unwanted hair. The OneBlade is probably like my go-to for that. Next, I got a comb because you know I like to like comb down the beard to make sure everything is like nice and neat before I cut it up. I got my brush that also helps lay down the hair a little bit before cut. And I usually use two guards, the 0 guard and the half guard. The half guard I use more so for my tapers, and then the 0 I just go over like once or twice to just like smooth everything out and make sure it looks even. And the last two products that I have just for maintenance purposes are the oil that I use to keep the blades lubricated, and just this like brush that you can use to just, you know, clean up the extra hairs off the clippers. It's great to have a couple laying around. I think that's all the equipment so far. Like I said, all these are linked below in my Amazon storefront in case you want to grab you a pair. Now we're gonna get into how I start cutting my hair. Next, since I have like twist or dreads, whatever you want to call it, I like to put that up so it's out of the way while I'm cutting my hair so I don't have to worry about it. So I'm gonna do that now. Alright, cool. So now hair's out the way. You guys can see what we're working with. It's not gonna be too bad today, but yeah, let's get into the next step. So from here, I usually like to grab my comb and just lay down the hairs of my hairline before I line it up. After my hair is cut and out of the way, I plug up my Andis clippers, throw on my half guard. I usually like to keep it closed, and from there, I'll just go over like all the hair that I have in the front and kind of like take that down. So let me knock that out right quick. Okay, bet, simple. Looks a little better already. So from there, I take off my guard. I need to brush off some of the hair real quick. So guard still closed. I'll open it up just like a tad bit to clean up from where my beard starts to where I want like the taper to start. So any unnecessary hair in the middle right here, I'm gonna take that out on both sides. From there, I like to open it up 3 more times. The next will kind of be like a halfway open, and then when I'm done, I open it up all the way and then go over the whole thing. So you'll see me moving the clippers in and out while I'm cutting. That's what I'm doing. Also, it's good to note when you're doing the tapers, it's good to use a flicking motion. So you're kind of like pulling the hair up a little bit as you go. And then I'm gonna take my 0 guard, closed by the way, and just go over it. I keep the 0 closed when I'm using it because it's just picking up like any excess hairs that's sticking out, so everything kind of looks laid down and flat. But I think I kind of like how I have it so far. Like I'm not trying to do too much today just to make sure I look decent. So that's it for the cutting. I'm gonna go ahead and brush everything down one more time just to see what we're working with. All right, cool. Then we're gonna grab the Supreme T trimmers, and I might just go over my lineup real quick. All right, that's decent just for this tutorial video. I probably would have went a little bit harder to make sure my line was straight, but you guys get the point. After the lineup, I usually like to touch up my eyebrows a little bit just so that they look nice and maintained. And women pay attention to stuff like that too, so don't forget to touch your eyebrows up, guys. All right, that looks decent. And lastly, we're just gonna touch up the beard a little bit. It's not too bad, but just little straight hairs from my mustache. I'm gonna remove those real quick. Yeah, my bad, guys. I guess the camera cut off while I was shaving my beard, but I'm pretty much done with everything. I took the Andis OneBlade and kind of went over to just remove all the excess hair. I probably should take my yeah, but that's pretty much the tutorial, guys. Like, real simple and easy. It took no more than like 15-20 minutes, and I look decent enough to go outside throughout my day. So if you like this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I also will be dropping a how I grew my beard using minoxidil tutorial. So if you're interested in that, make sure to follow for that video too, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.